Welcome to the Innovation Center, the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park. This is a virtual show of the solar system. The solar system is composed of a group of planets that revolve around our most important energy source, the Sun. The Sun is the central star of the solar system, which, along with the planets that orbit it, are part of our home galaxy, the Milky Way. According to the spectral stellar classification, the Sun belongs to the G2V class. It is known as a yellow dwarf, with a size of 1.3 million times the size of the Earth. No doubt the Sun is a gigantic star. The surface temperature of the Sun is around 5,500 degrees Celsius, while the core measures about 15 million degrees Celsius. Light travels 149.6 million kilometers to reach the Earth in 8 minutes and 19 seconds. The Sun is the predominant provider of light and heat, which is necessary for all forms of life on the planet. The atmosphere surrounding our planet acts as a protective layer that protects us from harmful rays and from asteroids and comets traveling in space. Life has bloomed for millions of years on the planet thanks to the delicate balance between temperature and the percentage of atmospheric gases. It's important to consider that any difference in the proportions of natural gases will lead to disastrous consequences for life on Earth. We are experiencing the greenhouse effect resulting from an increasing percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Welcome. I'm pleased to share with you some information related to energy on our planet and ways we can tackle climate change by relying on clean energy, the foremost being solar power. Electricity is the most widely consumed form of energy on our planet since all human beings depend on it for most aspects of life. Man has known electrical energy since ancient times. You might be surprised if I told you that in ancient Egypt there was a type of fish known as the thunder of the Nile, as it had electric stingers, and they thought it was the keeper of other fish. The Baghdad Battery was the earliest example of its kind in history, which dates back to 150 BC. Yes, since that time, people have realized the importance of electricity, and its importance has increased in our present times until electricity has become a necessity for living. To diversify energy and combat climate change, scientists have devised many ways to use renewable energy to generate electricity, such as wind turbines. Another way is to use water pressure to produce hydroelectric power by building dams across rivers, or exploiting the power of the waves of seas and oceans. In space, there's not enough fuel available for spacecraft to use forever, but they can always use the most abundant form of sustainable energy: sunlight, which can be used for millions of years without being depleted. With innovations and new technologies, solar power can be converted into electrical energy that is both renewable and reliable. This means it's possible to manage climate change as more and more countries implement sustainable energy projects. While individual efforts matter, it is not possible for developed countries to combat climate change without developing plans and laws to implement major projects that use sustainable energy. This is what the United Arab Emirates did by launching the UAE Energy Strategy 2050 in 2017. The UAE Energy Strategy 2050 is the first unified energy plan that strikes a balance between consumption and production on one hand, and global environmental obligations on the other. Let me show you more about this strategy and its dimensions. The UAE launched the UAE Energy Strategy in 2017 to increase the efficiency of individual and institutional energy use by 40% and raise the contribution of clean energy in the country from 25% to 50%. to achieve savings equivalent to 700 billion dirhams by 2050 and reduce carbon emissions from the process of electricity production by 70% over the next 3 decades. Clean renewable energy will make up the largest share of the energy mix, and the strategy will focus on solar power. As for Dubai's efforts are intensifying, as the Dubai Clean Energy Strategy to 2050, launched by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai in 2015, aims to make the Emirate a global center for clean energy and green economy by providing 100% of Dubai's energy production capacity from clean energy sources. By 2050, the strategy consists of 5 main pillars. First, infrastructure. This pillar includes several initiatives, the most important of which is the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park. Second, the legislative structure to issue laws and resolutions that support the strategic plan. Third, financing. The Dubai Green Fund was established with a fund of 100 billion dirhams, which will contribute to providing low-cost loans to investors in the clean energy sector in the Emirate at reduced interest rates. The fourth pillar is knowledge building and skills development through global training programs on clean energy. The fifth pillar aims to increase the clean energy mix to 100% by 2050. One of the most important projects carried out by Dubai, which is a great achievement for the nation, is where we are at today, the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park. Let's find out more about its outer surroundings first. This is the largest single-site solar park in the world. Yes, on one site. It has been established based on the Independent Power Producer, or IPP model. This complex includes the latest technologies for producing clean and renewable energy. Dubai Electricity and Water Authority is expanding the solar park when it's complete. It will help reduce over 6.5 million tons of carbon emissions a year. The first phase of the project, with a capacity of 13 megawatts, started in 2013 using photovoltaic panels. The stages continued to evolve to include the development of the largest concentrated solar power project in the world on a single site. The project uses 70,000 mirrors that track the movement of the sun to store energy in the world's tallest solar tower, which stands at 262.44 meters and with the largest thermal energy storage capacity in the world of 15 hours. This will provide clean energy for 24 hours a day to over 270,000 homes in Dubai. In addition to the solar park, Dubai Electricity and Water Authority is supervising other projects that serve the strategic objectives of the UAE and Dubai, such as the HAR project, which includes the construction of the first hydroelectric plant to generate 250 megawatts of electricity in the Gulf. This hydroelectric power plant will use the water stored in the HAR Dam, which has a storage capacity of 1,716 million gallons. An upper reservoir is under construction in the mountains with a capacity of 880 million gallons, about 300 meters above the level of the dam. During off-peak hours, the turbines using solar power will pump water from the dam to the upper reservoir. During peak hours, turbines will use the gravitational energy of the water flowing from the upper reservoir to generate electricity and connect it to the power grid. In the United Arab Emirates, we always aspire and work hard to be the very best in everything, in line with the vision of our wise leadership. The word impossible does not exist within the dictionaries of our leaders, and we are only satisfied by achieving first place in everything we do. behalf of the Solar Innovation Center, it's been a pleasure being with all of you today. Thank you for coming, and we hope that you've enjoyed the show.